Coming up on the Lakeside Lens, the high school implements a phone policy to prepare for the new statewide ban.
Next, teachers have a way to earn some extra cash.
Lastly, the spring musical is almost here, with students bringing back a 1980s classic.
The Lakeside Lens starts now.
Hello, I'm Carrie Taylor.
And I'm Braden Grannon.
Welcome back to the Lakeside Lens.
This week, students gear up for state testing. Here are the dates to look out for.
To kick off, freshmen take their writing exam Wednesday, and sophomores will take theirs Thursday.
A week from today, all Algebra 1 exams will take place. The rest of the testing week will be as follows. Tuesday, English 10. Wednesday, English 9. Thursday, Geometry. And Friday, Biology.
Counselors say this is something they've been preparing for all year long.
So under the current testing, the Atlas system, it's a little more, as long as they've learned in class and done all their materials and done well on their class assessments, that should relate very well to the state test. So being at school, doing your assignments in class, asking your questions would help you be well prepared for the exam, the way it is now structured, but also making sure that you get good rest and that you're ready for test day.
Good luck to everyone this week taking their tests.
There's a lot riding on state testing scores, especially for teachers.
Reporters Braden Grannon and Jackson Davis speak with teachers about their opportunity to earn some extra cash.
Thanks, Carrie. The Merit Teacher Incentive Fund is designed to reward educators, not just for their test scores, but for real student growth and quality teaching. When the idea of merit pay first came up, not everyone was on board.
Well, when I first heard of merit pay, it was only going to go to certain teachers. The way it was described to me is it was for improved test scores, and it was only going to be for algebra and geometry, and the teachers in this hall didn't figure that that was fair because we kind of worked together. And from what I understand now, the merit pay is for all teachers. So as long as it's for all teachers, I don't have a problem with it.
Bonuses are based on several measures: student growth, classroom observations, and how well teachers collaborate. The state uses data already collected to determine who qualifies. Teachers can earn up to $10,000 more per year.
I'm always for making more money, baby.
It's a big incentive, but there's still some concern.
I do worried a little bit about it focuses on improving test scores, and I focus on that in my room a lot too, but some teachers I feel might take a shortcut or something to try to improve.
The Arkansas Merit Teacher Incentive Fund isn't just about bigger paychecks. It's about recognizing and supporting great teaching statewide. Reporting for the Lakeside Lens, I'm Braden Grannon. Hopefully students get high enough scores so core teachers get a well-deserved raise.
Next year, Arkansas state law requires all students to take a gun safety course.
Okay, so it was Act 229 became a law this legislative session, which is a gun safety course that's going to be required in Arkansas public schools. My understanding of reading the law is it is truly about the safety, not just gun use, but what to do when you see a weapon and things like that, especially if you're not familiar with them. There's a lot to be determined yet in this law. We should be able to offer courses in the 25-26 school year. However, the curriculum has not been established for that yet.
Last episode, we covered the impending ban on cell phones from all Arkansas classrooms starting next fall.
Well, since then, Lakeside started the ban early. Reporters Ian Copeland and Graham Porter learn how students are adjusting to life without their phones during school.
Thanks, Carrie. The phone ban has been put into effect early at Lakeside, and kids are responding well. Ms. Van Meter says,
It's easier for me to teach like bell to bell. I don't have kids so eager, I'm going to hurry and finish my work because maybe she'll give in and let me use my phone the last few minutes. Or, I need that 5, 6, 7 minutes at the end of class to get my phone. That doesn't happen.
kids have resorted to different forms of entertainment, such as cards and games on computers.
You guys will not have your phones from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, even at lunch, even in the hallway. And I know that everybody thinks that's like the end of the world, but nobody's taking a kidney, they're not taking your eyeball. This isn't a moral issue, this is a management issue.
The phone ban has been put into effect early to get kids used to this and test them before total extraction of phones.
So I believe, first of all, it'll give teachers more actual interaction time in the classroom with kids more focused on what they're doing, because again, the reward isn't, oh, that last 5 minutes of class when I'm picking up my phone from wherever my teacher has us keep it.
No. Kids have been responding well to this band and interacting with fellow students more. I'm Graham Reporter, reporting for the Lakeside Lens.
There's already been a noticeable change in students' behavior and participation, according to Lakeside teachers. The Lens will continue to cover any possible changes of the policy.
Prom was this past weekend, and it went off without a hitch. Reporters Scarlett Alberner and Kendrea Somerville show us what it takes to pull off the biggest event of the year.
How much are prom tickets, and how do y'all go about setting the price?
Prom tickets are $30, and I'm not exactly sure how we set that price. I think they've just always been in that range.
What is your favorite part about getting ready for prom?
My favorite part about getting ready for prom is probably building the decorations and getting everything set up behind the scenes like we're doing right now.
How much preparation goes into setting up prom?
A lot of preparation actually goes in. We've been setting this up since the fall, kind of planning and then ordering, and now we're in the building process.
How much does it cost to set up prom?
Our budget this year is $7,000, so we're working within that range.
Is the school responsible for supplying the food and drinks for the party?
No, the school is not responsible for setting up that. The convention center does that. We just come ready with the decorations.
Lakeside's theater department will put on its production of the 1980 musical Xanadu, April 24th through the 26th. Reporter Eli Jordan shows us the work that goes into putting on such a huge production.
As a student in tech theater, I can say that our theater department puts way more than you'd expect into each performance. However, this year's spring musical has ramped up the production, with set construction at a 10, actor practice at an all-time high, and new skills being taught just for this musical.
My name's Cole Grant. I play Danny McGuire in Xanadu. This is my 5th show that I've been in at Lakeside. I think I fit the role an okay amount. Mr. Langley is the one that really made me fit into the role, is how I would describe it.
Langley, Lakeside's own choir teacher and director for this musical, has been putting in the work to make sure this piece goes off without a hitch. The tech department has been making things like multi-layered platforms, columns, and ramps to skate off of for the stage.
There's quite a few students who are actually roller skating in Xanadu. I'm not one of them, but like Sunny, Kira, and a few others all roller skate. It definitely brings a different dynamic to the show, I'd say. It makes it different from any other musical we've done.
Xanadu is a unique choice for our spring musical, given its comedic and modern nature. I'll be going to see it and supporting our theater department, but that's a decision for you, the viewers, to make.
For opening night, obviously, I'm most excited about my solo. It's gonna be something. But other than that, I do think the final number is probably the part I'm most excited for, since it's something. Lots of roller skating. Come see Xanadu whenever it opens. It's gonna be pretty neat. I'll be there, so it's obviously worth it. And yeah, that's about it.
All right. Tickets cost $10. To buy ahead of time, scan the QR code on your screen.
Next, sports reporter Jonathan Rainey catches up with hardworking Lakeside athletes as they discuss their accomplishments this school year.
Thank you, Carrie. From the field to the court, many of our Lakeside student athletes are working their hardest. We interviewed multiple student athletes at Lakeside to get a behind-the-scenes look. Welcome back to Around the Clock Sports. I'm here with
Darren Rhodes.
Today we're going to ask her, what is it like being a student athlete at Lakeside?
Being a student athlete is a blessing. I have fantastic friends and family to rely on. My coaches I can depend on. They're going to get me to the next level, and just being a part of a team is amazing.
How do you think the season is going to go this year?
I think the season is going to be fantastic, break plenty of records, make it to state. I think we're going to win conference.
That's good. Thank you.
What's your name and what sport do you play?
My name is Colin Johnson. I play basketball and football.
And how does it feel to be a student athlete at Lakeside?
It's great. They make you work hard and give you good work ethic, so when it comes time, to play, you're ready and you're ready to win.
What's your name and what sport do you play?
My name is Kipton, and I play football and basketball.
And what's it like to be a student athlete at Lakeside?
It's amazing being a student athlete. It gets hard at sometimes, but the coaches really know how to set the median for finding the love for the sport and also having good grades and focusing on the more important things in life. They teach us how to be dedicated, work hard, and they also set a good example. They always have meetings with us about grades. Hey, get your grades up, because yes, they are mainly football coaches and basketball coaches, but they also put a high emphasis on school grades.
What is your name and what sport do you play?
My name's Q Jackson. I play basketball, football, and run track.
What is it like being a student athlete at Lakeside?
Being a student athlete's fun but hard because you have to keep good grades but also learn stuff in sports.
Thank you.
As the end of the school year approaches, college is a hot topic.
In this episode of Taylor's in the Hall, students were asked about what are their plans after high school.
Thanks, Brayden. I'm Taylor Thibodeau.
And I'm Carrie Taylor.
And welcome back to Taylor's in the Hall. What are your plans for after graduation?
Going to college and hopefully going to law school.
What are your plans for after graduation?
Probably for like my first 2 years, or at least my basics, I'm going to go to National Park. And then for nursing, I want to go to UCA.
What are you doing after graduation?
I'll be attending SMU in Dallas, and I'm studying biology and minoring in music industry practices. What are your plans for after graduation?
Going to college and not being a dropout.
What are you doing after graduation?
Probably going to college somewhere like Georgia Tech, Boston, or Arkansas.
What are you doing after graduation?
Staying in Hot Springs, going to National Park for 2 years. And
what are you doing after graduation?
I'm going to the University of Alabama and majoring in biology.
What are you doing after graduation?
I'll be attending SMU in Dallas, and I'm studying biology and minoring in music industry practices. What are your plans for after graduation?
Going to college and maybe traveling a little bit.
So Taylor, what are you doing after graduation?
I'm going to the Paul Mitchell School to be a color specialist.
After almost a decade of waiting, the Minecraft movie has been released in theaters as of last Friday.
In this episode of Culture Break, Maddie Stuffle covers the Minecraft movie, along with introducing a new tiny member of the Lakeside Lens family.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone outside and in between, my name is Maddie Stuffle, this is Culture Break, and today we will be discussing a Minecraft movie. Released on April 4th, 2025, after almost a decade of back and forth script writing, a Minecraft movie follows Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison, played by Jason Momoa, Natalie, played by Emmy Myers, Dawn, played by Danielle Brooks, and Henry, played by Sebastian Eugene Hansen, as they venture into a world unfamiliar to them, led by Steve, played by Jack Black. As for the actual movie, it is an amazing spectacle of a film. I encourage everyone to go see it in theaters while they still can, as the unifying chants of the community are unmatched in their soul unity. I have never seen a theater so hyped until I heard everyone screaming and applauding lines such as Chicken Jockey, Flint and Steel, and I am Steve. The movie had me constantly laughing and rolling in my seat, but that was more due to the lively atmosphere of the community in the theater than anything else. But I would not recommend this movie to anyone who has not really had a deep connection with Minecraft, since they might not appreciate all of the minute details and references. Overall, a Minecraft movie gets a 10 out of 10 as a trip. Hello? Right. Give me a second. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone outside and in between, I'd like to introduce you to someone. Yippee! Introducing our new mascot. He's a cute little stag beetle that will become the face of Culture Break. But we need your help. He needs a name. Scan the QR code on your screen now to fill out a form to help name him. The name will be announced in the next episode. Hope to see you there.
That's all for today.
Thank you for watching the Lakeside Lens.
God bless and go Rams.